So now let's talk about paying the employee. You should really never pay in cash. You should always prefer to have them give them a check or do direct deposit. Actually, most people actually prefer that. So each employee has an employee's earnings record, and here's what I'm going to keep on that. And so basically it's for this employee only, and we're going to actually do it for Ken. Okay, so all of his payroll is on here. These are all pay dates for period endings. I'm sorry, not pay dates, but period endings. Here's how much he makes. Here's his overtime, his total. Here's his cumulative total. And then I'm going to note deductions after this. So here's all of his Medicare and his health insurance, his date of birth, the date he was hired, his name and address. All of this is very crucial in being on his employee earnings record. By law, an employer has to keep this on you. And then finally, I actually have, here's his check number and the take home. So this is an employee's earnings record. And the last thing we're going to look for in every chapter is, how do I journalize this stuff? So now we're going to look at, how do I journalize payroll? Okay, so I'm going to take the information from the payroll register. It's going to be the source for my journal entries. And so here's the total wages and salaries expense from the payroll register. That's all of the gross pay from everybody for this week ending December 19th. So I'm going to debit that. Then I'm going to credit all of these taxes payable, because remember, all of this is your money coming out of your paycheck. So we're going to add up all of these, and we're going to subtract it from that, and then we're going to credit cash, and this is the take-home pay. Okay, so this is the take-home pay from the payroll register. Here's a total, and these totals come from the bottom of the payroll register, and again, you subtract them down. So if I'm looking at so I would be debiting my expense. I'd be crediting any of the payable accounts. This means at a future date, I will have to actually pay it to the IRS or to the government. So when I'm going to credit it when I take it from your check, but when I actually pay the government, I'm going to debit it. Okay? The same thing with the employer-employee Social Security taxes. I credit them when I withhold them. I credit them from Chapter 9. We're going to learn on that. And then when I pay them, I will debit them. Medicare works exactly the same. So that concludes my Chapter 8, Employee Earnings.